Hello friends, Marcy here, and we are finally on day 24, which is the last day of the Colorverse Colorvent calendar. I'm excited about this, and after today, we will get to review all the colors and vote with information that I have on the back of the box. So I can't toss my box yet because we're going to need it. We'll be coming back tomorrow to look at that. And let me get in here and I'll finish that sentence. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. Do I sound excited? The gorgeous yellow label, and it says Christmas Star. It's a glistening ink. And you can see, well, I'm not sure if you can see without something white behind, that it is a transparent ink. It'll be very light. Oh, I'm excited about that. Let's move on so we get into that. And I want to talk about that paper that just made its way into the shot, even though it wasn't part of what we're supposed to be doing. I was just looking for my white or light background to show through that bottle. Anyway, day 24 on, well, lost my tab, on Diamine Inkvent shows a salted caramel. And I'm going to pause the video and get this unwrapped. We'll be right back. So, salted caramel. Are you thinking caramel? I don't know. A tomato. Are you thinking that this would be like a candy? A treat of some kind, a baked treat, or a hot, enjoyable drink on a cold winter's day? And we have a shimmer ink coming right back. Let's look at the book and talk about, I'm going to invert that. And I guess I need to invert this a bit because it's a glisten ink. Colorverse is glisten. Other inks are shimmers. Oh, and I'm just watching that float. It's so pretty. It's like a little snow globe. But I do want to go back and let you peek at Dante's Cosmology from day 23 at the chromatography strip and the separation of colors that we have here. And when I first laid down this color, I struggled with a comparison name in color for it. And this Texas girl right here didn't even think of Bluebonnet because it's like a bluish, it's a purplish, and until after the video. So there we go, Texas Bluebonnet color. And this gorgeous pine needle. Get a glimpse of glimmer and shimmer. And this is an interesting separation of ink. So they are dried and affixed to the book. So we're going to move on. I think my glisten has continued to float, and so we'll just let it move around. I'm excited to see this transparent ink. Is it going to be yellow? Is it going to be red, orange? Okay, I think we're ready to do this. I just can't let it sit for too long because it seems the glisten wants to settle. Something beautiful is about to come our way. Okay, we have a yellow base. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can enjoy with me. Hold on while I readjust my setup here. My rinse jars are in the way. I wasn't planning for that pause, but Christmas Star. Oops. I'm really excited about this one. Another fabulous ink to finish out November. I was commenting with a viewer that we both agreed. Oops, sorry about that. We both agreed we were glad that a lot of the colors were not just holiday colors, that they could be used throughout the year in any season. So we appreciate that. But I do have an idea for so many of these for November. Wow, this is going to be amazing when it dries. It's amazing now, but it just will continue to be amazing. All right, a little bit on a chromatography strip. Sorry, I just needed to move that book totally out of the way so you could see the ink going down. And there we go. We'll watch this dry as best we can. And I do have an oopsie to tell you about, of course. Oopsies happen, especially around ink. But we'll share that in a minute because I'm anxious to see salted caramel. Salted caramel. I don't know. However you pronounce it, just imagine that I said it that way. Okay. This reminds me very much of the nutmeg from day 22. I need to twist my pen a little bit, get some ink flowing. And if you missed day 22, I'm going to cap this while I'm talking because I want to invert it while we wait. If you missed day 22, there it is. Nutmeg is a beige gray base with a lot of shimmer. And this one, we'll see what happens when it dries. This one has a more gold tint where that one's a more gray base. So, all right, back to it. Sorry to be chasing rabbits. Just like I see beautiful stuff and I just like, ooh la la. And makes me happy. All right, salted, oops. Salted. And however we say this word, Caramel. I'm just having some fun. Love playing with the inks. Day 24. Oops. There we go. Some thinner lines to look at. And a little bit of ink on the chromatography. Are we in? I was out of frame last time. After we see the chromatography separation of colors, we'll be able to compare more of the nutmeg from day 22. So let's let these gorgeous inks dry, and I'll dip the chromatographies and we'll be right back. Okay, while we're letting this completely dry, we still have some wet here on the S and the word day, which actually looks orange there too. We'll talk about that. I want to talk about this because before I started the video, I filled up my rinse jars and apparently I had water on my hand. And when I held my book like this to remove the clip from the top of the page, my damp hand touched the text here on Cosmic Glow, and it re-moistened the ink and caused a smear on the page. That also happens to me a lot with the Organic Studio Nitrogen and J. Herbin, the Jacques Herbin Emerald de Chevaux. That also happens if you have moist hands. It will lift the ink off the page. There's other inks I'm sure that behave that way, but I've just some that I've had recent experiences with. Okay, we're looking at dry Christmas Star on the swatch. Gorgeous, consistent, just like flat layer of shimmer. And then this was fun. I have a lot of different widths, different amounts of ink on the page. In Christmas it was light, and then I happened to twist my page and let the ink, or twist my pen, this Kakamori nib and let the ink flow. So it's heavy here. It actually has a different orange color. So that is beautiful and amazing. Okay, did you see that? I just got a smear. So my ink is not all the way dry there. But gorgeous, gorgeous golden yellow with the shimmer, or orange with the shimmer. All right, salted caramel. After it has dried, we can compare that this has the gray tone in the beige base with the golden shimmer, and this has a golden tone in a beige or tan base with a golden shimmer. And look at how interesting these chromatography strips are. So this one's still damp, so it will not be affixed. Of course, I can lay it there. Look at the similarities of the chromatography strips here of the two that we were comparing. And there we go. Very similar. This one has the gray, and you can see the gray here at the base, and this one does not have the cool gray in it. And our, apologies for my arm getting in the way as I reach across. No surprises here. All the brightness, the gorgeous orange tints, and of course the shimmer. Everything today was so much fun. I do want to just bring this page back. I use this as a white background. Last week in my classroom, we read about Native Americans and some artists, and they were creating their natural dyes. Of course, our science experiment was to do just that, using food. So we had chopped up, or my students did, some red cabbage and put it in a bowl. And then red onion skin, not the fleshy part of the onion, yellow onion skin, and that was just the dried outer layers, and some coffee grounds. And then the students thought of other things to try, so we went outside to look for some flowers like dandelions in the lawn, but the lawn was freshly cut and we didn't get enough to color. It is a faint color there. And then they tried green grass. So, and it also is a faint color, but oh, we had so much fun. And just, of course, we had to try clear water as a control, but we poured hot water over the food products in a Pyrex dish and let it sit for 24 hours. And then the next day they got to use their dyes and paintbrushes and paint. And it was so much fun. But I was proud of them for experiencing how to make natural dyes. And it made me think back to experiencing my favorite colors of ink. I really like the yellow onion skin, the green tones that we got here. So much fun. And the kids had a blast. So there's something for you to try with your kids over the holidays if you want to experiment creating your own dyes for art. I just had to plug that in because it was so much fun. Just a blast. All right, tomorrow we will return for day 25 of the Diamine Inkvent, the full-size bottle, and I will be sharing storage solutions for the extra 49 bottles of ink that I've just shared with you over the past several weeks. Thank you for spending some of your precious moments with me. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.